Hey everybody, it's SNipEz. Welcome back to Building SouthLake. So today you might know something a little bit different. We are on the PC. I'll let you guys know last part that we would most likely be coming over to the PC for this part to work on the highway over here, which as you can see I already got some of it done, but not all of it. So basically, we're going to be working on some of the roads. And I do want to mention that some people will be thinking that, oh, well, you're kind of cheating, blah, blah, blah. I can promise you that all of the buildings have been made on the 360. I will promise that they will always be made on the 360 and not on the PC. Only thing I use for the PC is the roads and stuff like this. So just to get that out of the way now. Okay, so we already have this. We kind of know the layout of it. So this is where using World Edit can make things so much easier. So if you don't know how World Edit, how you use it, it can get pretty in-depth. There's a lot to it. But there is a lot of cool stuff you can do. For example, if I don't want to have to make this road, I can just do this. Boom. Boom. So if I want it to be here, there we go. All I have to do, we'll say stack 15. Nah, we'll just go 10. And then voila, there we go. Makes a nice little bridge and the road is made. Nice and simple. So this is kind of like the design I've been going for. I kind of like this here. So what we might do is make a little railing here so people want to walk across. Do set 1. So basically what you're going to see me doing is, I know for a lot of the PC Minecrafters out there watching this, you're probably going, oh, we already know all this. This is more for the people that don't know what World Edit is at all. So basically World Edit is only using, I won't say only, but for the main parts using the item ID blocks that you get with the game. So each block has its own number. For example, stone is 1, grass is 2, and it goes on and on. If you actually need to use World Edit and you don't know any of them, you can just look it up like Minecraft ID blocks and stuff like that, and it will pop up pretty quick. So this part is the only really part we can't really do too much with. So basically we just have to make these lines real quick so we can start just basically going back down. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, what I did here was I made, this is where the underground highway is. As you can see, I just made it to where it's kind of what's the best word to use, like it's like a small little hill basically is what I did to go over it, because if I was just gonna have the entire highway be this high up, there was no point to making it down. So that's why it's kind of like a little hill to kind of resolve that problem. Also, I'm sorry if you guys can hear the rapid. Oh, this needs to be moved over 1. So we'll do move 1 right. Boom. And then, well, let's just do slash undo. Reason for that is just make things a little bit easier for us. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit I'm not great with World Edit yet. I have been using it a little bit for some other stuff coming up, for like upcoming maps and stuff like that. And as you can see now, using it for the roads, main stuff like that is really the only thing I'm using it for. You are going to see some stuff that will kind of be, I don't know how to describe it. Like you're going to see some future maps that will be made easier thanks to World Edit. Like right now I could be using World Edit for this, but some stuff it's kind of like which way is faster kind of thing. So I already have an idea to make things go a little bit faster for us. Because we're not just going to be working on this one road. We're going to be working on a lot of roads over here. Just to make things a little bit faster for us. So what I want to do is we're going to start, we'll just set this to 80. And 80 is the item number for snow, if you didn't know that, snow blocks. So what we're going to do is copy from here all the way to here. Alright, so basically you can also copy and paste stuff. Copying and pasting is somewhat pretty easy. There's a couple steps you kind of have to remember. So for example, if I'm going to copy this, I'm sitting on this block, so I'm going to go copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and just do paste. Well, that's not that big of a problem. We can just kind of rearrange that. It's not that big of a deal. So, set 1. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, I'm surprised these didn't really go up with it. They should have, but hey, not that big of a deal. I mean, roll edit basically is just a way to make things easier for yourself, especially for roads and stuff. Don't get me wrong, you can use it for buildings and stuff like that if you want, if stuff is symmetrical. But for the most part, you're going to see me using it for only the buildings itself. Not buildings, excuse me, the roads. For example, all these buildings made on the 360. They weren't copied or anything. Like, some of them are remade from Newfield, but they're actually made. So let's see, hold on. Set 80. So what we're going to do here to make things a little bit faster, boom. Do the same thing all the way down here. Select that. We're going to do / replace gray with 80. Boom, there we go. Now it replaced that. Just got to do the same thing over again, but this time we're going to do it with yellow. So, boom. Oh, did I type it wrong? Oh, whoops. I said replace yellow instead of gray. Whoops. Alright, so replace gray. And so I think like wool, its item number is something like 35 is the wool number. But I don't know the exact number for all of them. I'm sorry if you can kind of hear my mic going in and out. It's because I'm leaning down to look at the keyboard is what I was looking for there. Because I can't type and look at the screen at the same time. Yes, I already know some people can. So boom, there we go. It's that easy. That's basically how easy it is to do stuff like this. And we can even do stuff like this to where make things go a little bit faster. Boom. And we'll copy here. Actually, let's just do this. So, we're going to go copy, then / rotate. Whoa, I always spell rotate wrong when I'm doing this. See if I can move my mic a little bit closer to me over here so you guys can actually hear me. Rotate 180. So, what we're going to have to do is come over here, bop, bop, bop. And I just have to rearrange some of the colors around, but it should be just like that. Boom. So, there you go. There's all of that. One thing I want to make sure is, that is right. Yeah, okay, I just need to put some stone there to fix that up. But, I want to go under here and make sure everything is actually correct still, not messed up. Because I don't want any of that being messed up. And hopefully we don't get sticky keys. Yeah, so some of this got messed up. Ah, no. Yep, there are the sticky keys. Dang it. I hate sticky keys. And, oh no, not resource packs. Video settings. There we go. Okay. So, we'll just basically, we can just do this too. Boom. And boom. So that's 0. Oh no. What was that? Every now and then it can mess up and stuff like that. So let's do that. Okay. Ah, there we go. There we go. And ta-da. Alright, now let's just go back up top here and finish making our road, and hopefully not get sticky keys this time. I mean, what is the point of sticky keys? I mean, I've never used it before. Like, what's the point for it? Actually, all the colors are the same. Perfect. And we're actually going to make this road basically almost finished here in a couple seconds. All we're going to have to do is we're just going to do this. So, boom. Actually, hold on. So, we're going to go / replace 3, which is dirt, with 1. And then we're going to replace 2, so it gets rid of that top layer. One reason you saw me do it like that, so it wouldn't go into the tunnel down below. And... I didn't mean to hit set 1. I mean, this is the only reason why I use roll edit. It just makes things so much easier for me in the long run. I forgot how I got introduced to roll edit. I mean, there's a couple different versions of it. I know that. There's a couple, like there's an actual app for it, which is a little bit different. So we're going to do, and 3 with 1, there we go. And let's make it day. That's one thing I wish console versions had. Alright. So, boom, and we're going to have it stop right here. So we're going to have it there. The reason for that is so we can get both walls with this. And then watch this. We're going to do that same stack command that we did earlier with the smaller road. And we'll stack it up 20. 18,000 blocks changed. So it does tell you how many blocks you've changed and all that. And voila, now we basically have our highway being made. It's that easy. So that's the reason why I kind of came over to PC to do this. Whoa. That was weird, like it was shaking. It was going blah, 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 blah. Alright, so we're going to have another bridge here, so might as well just come do this one right now. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you guys have heard about this, but all the stuff happening in Ferguson, Missouri. It's a lot of crazy stuff lately. It's basically been one kid got shot, which was a bad thing, don't get me wrong. We'll sack 7. And so the whole story is that he was unarmed and all that. I had that one, so that's only a bad thing about stacking. I don't say bad thing, but it all depends, because the thing of stacking is it doubles what you've already made, is basically what it's doing. So we're going to do stack 3. Make things a little bit easier. And we'll do one more. Stack 5. There we go. I'm actually going to like this highway because I like the overpass look, because a lot of cities actually have those. And like I said earlier, last part when we started blowing this up, I want to go off a realistic city. So I looked up cities, I went to Google Maps, got street views of everything. Well, actually this needs to be here instead, right? Okay, yep. Okay. And right here. Yeah, so basically what happened in Ferguson, there was this guy named Michael Brown, or Mike Brown as some call him. And he was a kid who, excuse me. He was a kid who got shot, which is a sad thing. And the story is that he was... There's a couple of stories rumoring around. They're not exactly sure which one's true yet because it just happened. So they're doing the whole investigation. But the whole thing is that, well, he got shot. And one, we're going to move this over because it's too close to the building right there. I noticed that a couple things ago. Alright, so just do this. Move to left. Well, that's not a bad thing about that. Well, I guess I could just do the same thing with this. Let's do the same thing with these. There we go. Do the same thing here. Ah, no. Okay. And we're going to do this. Boom. Replace 0 with black. There we go. And then we're going to do boom. Excuse me. Set 43. Boom. So anyways, some of the stories of this Michael Brown case, it's a big deal. A lot of people are writing about it because the black community, I'm not getting racist here, it's just that's actually what they're calling it. It's where they live is mainly a black community. And it was a black kid who got shot, or an African American, if you want to be politically correct. So we have 4 here. 4 here. Okay, perfect. And so the problem is, one of the stories that went around was that the kid was unarmed and he put his hands up in the air and the cop shot him. Well, there's a couple different stories to it, because apparently there's one story to where the kid assaulted the police officer and tried to go for the officer's gun, so that's why he got shot. So that's why, like, there's just so many different stories running around that you got to make sure. That's why you have these investigations, to make sure of it. So that's what they're trying to figure out. And toggle downfall. That's one thing I wish we also had. So basically we need to finish this road too. Finish that here in a minute. I'm probably going to stack this one going a little bit more that way as well. Yeah, and so, like I said, that's a couple of the rumors going around. And there's just so many, there's riots going on because the black community is saying, look, enough's enough, because I guess not too long ago there was another black kid, and I forgot where, and he got shot and killed. And this was what they're saying is like the last straw. It's they're believing it's police basically abusing their power, which is what they're kind of going for, is like that's what they're saying. But like we said, or like I said, they're not sure if like whose story is actually correct. There's eyewitnesses saying the kid had his hands up, but then there's eyewitnesses saying that he attacked the police officer. So there's just so many stories, and it's honestly, it's kind of ridiculous to where people are rioting, they're looting stores, and to me, it's kind of stupid. So yes, I even made a Facebook post about it. I'm not going to give you guys my real name because I don't want a whole bunch of friend requests. But the problem was that, hold on, I'm going to make sure I get this block. Yep, there we go. No, I'm horrible at typing. And so the problem was they're just like trying to figure out what exactly happened and all that, and it's a sad thing, but what was the point of all the rioting? The family doesn't want this. The kid, if he was still alive, wouldn't have wanted this. It's like, you're taking advantage of what already happened, is like the way I'm looking at it, because that's basically exactly what's happened. The kid got killed, which is unfortunate, but yet you're looting and robbing stores. Like, that's not very, I'm sorry, but that's not a good thing to do. I mean, that's just acting childish. You're taking advantage of the situation. And apparently, it's made national news, so that's why I kind of asked you guys if you guys knew about it.